Hey, what is up guys? Daniel Storm here, the leader of the Rise of the Storms here, back with an all-new video here. Today, we're back at Universal Studios Hollywood. Well, kind of. I'm not at Universal right now. I'm actually in the studio here at the Daniel Storm 89 studio here. So, as you haven't even know, I haven't been back to the park since like late July, but I will be going back sometime like in late August or sometime like in the first week of September. But let's get rolling. There's a lot of updates I have missed out. I'm sorry that I'm kind of too late, but oh well. Here's all of the updates right now. So right now, I'm actually going to be showing you guys footage from other people's updates from Universal who has been there quite recently, and including posts from Instagram, like pictures and all of the announcements from this year's Halloween Horror Nights, because yes, all of the houses have been confirmed for this year for Halloween Horror Nights. So the maze, it's gotta be located at Waterworld. It's gotta be Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. So yes, Halloween 4 is coming back. It's actually the maze that was the same location that used to be back in 2018 for Halloween Horror Nights. And the facade, they actually took down the walls over before you enter to Waterworld into the actual arena area. They actually took down the walls for the facade of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and it is completely different to the one from 2018 because of course it's the same facade from last year that they were trying to do, was rumored to be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, but of course during the summer they had to change it up and put Halloween 4. But hopefully this maze will be good and be better, because I wasn't a big fan of it and back in 2018, but I am looking forward to this maze. Really good. Also, before we move on into the video, I will be showing you guys old footage from Halloween Horror Nights from other people who has been to the event, old footages. So be warned, if you're actually scared of scary stuff, if you have any younger kids around you, make sure to not show them the footage or anything. But yeah, so all this footage will be under the age of 13, so for a warning for you guys, if you're actually super younger, you don't like any scary stuff, just skip ahead of the video. So yeah, so let's continue on with the video. Also, by the way, if you're coming to the park, there will be some signs for Halloween Horror Nights that there will be some scary props from horror movies. So be warned if you're actually going to the park, if you're actually scared of scary stuff. But the scare zone that's going to be located over here when you enter to the park and towards the Universal Plaza. Well, actually right outside of the plaza, it's got to be Demon City. Yes, Demon City is going to be the first scare zone you're going to be when you walk into the park. And the fire towers are back. Yeah, 2019, when they had spirits and demons at the east, they didn't have the fire towers, which were suck actually. 2018, they did brought them back because in 2017 they didn't have the fire towers because they were under construction of the DreamWorks Theater featuring Kung Fu Panda, and they had construction walls surrounding that area back then in 2017. So 2018 they brought them back, but 2019 they didn't. So they're back. Well, sadly, I will not be attending to Halloween Horror Nights, sadly, and not gonna be covering everything, but I will be posting other people's footage of the opening ceremony, and also one of the footages inside of the mazes, just so for having an idea on my channel. If anyone watches me just want to see the maze so badly, I will be posting them. I'm just gonna use their footage, and yeah, that's pretty much it for Demon City, which is gonna be the opening ceremony for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. And over here at the Bride of Frankenstein Live, as you can see, they took down the walls over here at the maze. I know in my last construction update, the walls were still up, but the next few weeks, I can almost talk. The next few weeks, they did took it down. So I'm kind of a little bit jealous. I cannot be at the parks at the moment, but we'll be back. Don't worry. I will be covering all these upcoming updates then just like this, like I'm doing today here on the channel. Also, right behind Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein, there are other attractions right behind it, which is the new recent Secret Life of Pets, Off the Leash, and Despicable Me Mini Mayhem. So sadly, those attractions will not be open during Halloween Horror Nights, but it will be open at the daytime. But it will not be open when the event starts at 7 p.m. When Halloween Horror Nights starts. Also, another scare zone has been confirmed for this year for Halloween Horror Nights, which is going to be located when you exit the Bride of Frankenstein Lives, which is going to be Universal Monsters Queens and Silver or something. I cannot say the name. I'll have the title up here up at the screen. But yeah, that's actually a scare zone when you exit from Universal Monsters the Bride of Frankenstein, which I'm looking forward for that, how it's all going to be turned out. All of the props going to be out. And yeah, we're looking forward for that. But of course, you cannot go to Super Silly Funland when you exit through the maze because it will be blocked off by all of the props. And there's another attraction at the upper lot when you go to the Scare Zone Demon City, which is the DreamWorks Theater featuring Kung Fu Panda. So this attraction will not be open during Halloween Horror Nights. Also, another returning attraction will be returning back to Halloween Horror Nights for one more time, which is gotta be the Walking Dead attraction. Yes, the Walking Dead attraction will be returning for one more scare for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. Of course, that attraction did close last year right before the park closed, which is 1 week when the park closed. But yes, we're looking forward for the Walking Dead attraction, and that will be the final time we're gonna see it again. Also, at the Universal Plaza right now, it's right now blocked up, but they're actually getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights. They did remove all of the Fast and Furious cars in the plaza that they had there for a while, and they're setting up they're pretty much adding some stuff regarding to Dia de los Muertos in the plaza, and including some of returning props like the Bonesy brothers are back from 2018, which they were animatronic 2 skeleton puppets when you visit Halloween Horror Nights back in 2018 in the Scare Zone from when you enter to the park back then. But yes, I'm looking forward, and I'm kind of curious how they're gonna put the Universal Monsters The Bride of Frankenstein queue will be placed, because all these stuff are in the way, which I don't know, maybe they will have their ways how they could fit in. Also, another thing, I know I don't have the footage up here. I actually have a different picture up here right now, which is my dark side. But anyways, there are a few rumors going on if the Wizarding World of Harry Potter will be open during Halloween Horror Nights. The answer is, I don't know right now. Lately, they've been testing the projection show at Hogwarts Castle, which is the Dark Arts at Hogwarts Castle projection show, which it did premiere back in 2019. But I don't know if they're going to be bringing to Halloween Horror Nights. It'll make sense because it is kind of spooky, that projection show. And I'll be awesome and mind blown if the land is open. And it couldn't have Death Eaters, because over in Orlando in 2019, they did have Death Eaters actually. So I don't know if the Wizarding World of Harry Potter will be open during Halloween Horror Nights. Also, before we head down to the lower lot, I know there's a lot of updates, and including around the studio tour area, but I'm gonna say something over at the special effects show. Yes, the ሥabbawockeez will be returning for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. So yeah, you can go inside of the special effects show and check out the ሥabbawockeez show for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. Also, over here at the right behind Revenge of the Mummy, we have another Halloween Horror Nights house, which has been confirmed, which is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre will be back this year for Halloween Horror Nights, and I am super excited for this maze because this maze was been left on hold since last year in 2020 when Halloween Hornets got confirmed that it was gonna get canceled last year, and they pretty much left the maze on hold. So now we know what maze is gonna be located down here in the lore lot that we've been speculating a lot, which is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Also, down on the lore lot by Pan Express, they're actually building like a pop-up restaurant. Well, pretty much like a snack. Yeah, you can actually buy like food here when Halloween Hornets starts. Back in 2019, used to be Starcourt Mall, all themed to Stranger Things, but this year is all themed to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like pretty much the theme right there, as you can see. I think they're gonna be selling like meat or like steak or something here. I don't know. You guys have to wait to see if you guys are going to Halloween Hornets and see all that. So yes, that's all the update here on the. And including down on the lore lot, there's going to be 3 attractions are going to be open during Halloween Horror Nights, which is going to be Jurassic World the ride, Revenge of the Mummy the ride, and Transformers the ride 3D. Those 3 attractions will be open during Halloween Horror Nights, and of course there's going to be the 2 mazes going to be out on the lore lot, which is Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Exorcist. So now let's talk about the Terror Tram. And yes, the Terror Tram is back for this year's Halloween Horror Nights, and it's gonna be the Terror Tram, the ultimate purge. Yes, we're getting another purge Terror Tram, because remember in 2015 it was Survive the Purge. But this year is going to be regarding to all of the franchise from the Purge, which I'm kind of interested with the Terror Tram, because we haven't had the Terror Tram since 2018, which was Terror Trams, Hollywood Harry's Dread Time Stories, which I wasn't a big fan of 2018's Terror Tram that much. Not really a big fan. Which kind of the 2019 pretty much the makeup of the Terror Tram was Us and Curse of Pandora's Box. And of course, Curse of Pandora's Box will be returning for this year for Halloween Hornets. It will be located at the Curious George parking garage area with Haunting of Hill House. Speaking of Haunting of Hill House and Pandora's Box, yes, those 2 mazes have been confirmed for this year's Halloween Hornets with an all-new location where they are. So I don't know how you can get over to those areas of the mazes. So we will find out when these upcoming updates are coming for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. And that's gonna be it for this year's update here on the channel for Halloween Horror Nights. And of course, as you haven't even noticed, did not include Super Nintendo World in this video. It was only mainly for Halloween Horror Nights. And including, I'm going to be heading back to the park this weekend, pretty much a little bit later to film all the updates. I know there's a lot of big updates going on at the park for Halloween Horror Nights and Super Nintendo World. And including, I hope if they're still having the merch out, I'll be able to get the merch. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like, comments. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. That'll be it for this video, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. The storm is out, so we're rising down. So see ya. Bye.